Welcome back from the break. We are still live on Entertainment Review on Metro TV, and we have been joined by our first guest for today. And we are talking acting, and we are talking tripping. And I'm excited to introduce to you one of the greatest artists here in Ghana, and a lot of her know, or I personally knew her from Lasu, right? Jackline Mensah is here. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Right. And also we have here with us another fine gentleman who also acts so well. He's Solomon Fixen Owu. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. How are you?
We're doing very well.
You girls are tripping.
Oh, okay. Very good to know. But I can say you are tripping more, the both of you.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Why not? We'll be talking about tripping, but I would like to know your thoughts on Pascal Aka, who is a film director, also an actor, has been speaking recently, and he's been talking about how our use of language when it comes to acting, especially as Ghanaians, our use of language, the Shakespeare poetic kind of thing, he feels that we are not so real in acting. What are your thoughts with what he said?
Okay, yeah, I saw it. He actually sent it to me via DM on Instagram.
Okay.
And I 100% agree with him. I think that, let's just put it into perspective in terms of the era in which you want to talk about a certain movie. For instance, let's talk about The Queen of Accra. It was talking about something that has happened years ago.
Right.
Those times, there was no colonization. Yeah. The language we speak was purely what we know. So if you are doing a movie like that and you are speaking English, it doesn't really resonate well with people. So you need to stick to the language that will actually find expression with the people and make them understand. But we are living in a modern times, and some of the movies, you can't really tell it 100% in your own language. You need to have a blend of it.
Definitely.
So I agree with him, and I think that if we take a cue from it, I mean, he cited an example with the Nigerians, that they've been able to crack the code. But most of the movies that they are doing, it's not in their language. They do it in English, but it comes out so well. But the issue is that we like to brothelize everything in Ghana. Even when we are speaking our local dialect, we want to brothelize it. Obi ade ayeka se etiseng say oyoten like we try to brothelize everything, but if we speak with our tonal power like we have from our mother's tongue, it will make meaning. So even if you are speaking the English, speak it. That's why we are having this back and forth with the Nigerians when they say come, we have a problem with it. That is their tone, and the world has come to accept it. So what is ours?
What is ours? I like that question. What is ours? Jackie, you seem to agree with what he's saying, and especially what Pascal said as well.
I haven't really paid attention to that, but with what Solomon is saying, I think he's 100% right. But sometimes, for me right now, it's like a 50-50. Certain factors needs to be taken into consideration, because not everybody would embrace the language, and we also want to go international. So yes, it's a 50-50.
A 50-50 thing. And I think, with what he was saying, definitely a 50-50, because he had special, in as much as we are speaking in, let's be ourselves, and also add a bit of other languages into it. Because definitely we want to be out there, and not everybody would understand our language as well. But now let's talk about tripping. And I mean, as the name goes, I'm pretty excited about it, but I want to know what tripping is all about.
Okay, so tripping is basically about 4 friends who embarked on a trip to a music festival. And it was a planned trip, but it had an unplanned outcome. A lot of things happened on the trip, and they started tripping.
Okay.
So that's basically it. So it's a refreshing movie. It doesn't have that predictability that we've come to used to when we are watching Ghanaian films. So it's something that you don't know what is going to happen the next. You don't know what is going to happen the minute that is going to pass. So we love the fact that, we are living in an era of motion revolution in our audiovisual storytelling space in the Ghana movie industry. And tripping is also a game changer. It is something that you need to pay attention to, because if you miss one scene, there is a high probability that you will not be able to connect the other one. So it's something great that we expect people to come and see. And filming this particular movie, it's so refreshing, because we took a trip to film a trip. And that's just an amazing thing. Yeah, I mean, we were literally having good morning exercises with snakes, scorpions, We are sleeping on bare lands. We are sleeping in tents. we are bathing together. Excuse me to say, we did not bath together. The ladies, they bath together without the guys, which I find very discriminating.
Oh, how?
Because let's bring gender balance into the equation. So if we all travel to some place now, let's all bath together.
Oh, no. It wasn't a reality show. It wasn't Big Brother.
Thank you.
It wasn't Big Brother.
Thank
but then
you.
before I ask my question, let's take a look at the trailer. When we return, I will ask my question.
I'm using it more. I feel so helpless.
Find the document.
Give me one last kiss. Hey, baby, carry me.
The way I would shop the girls,
Wait, boss.
We're going for the Afrobeat concert. What do you guys think about the road trip? I've secured 4 premium tickets.
Imela, okaka onyekiru.
It's getting dark and we don't have a map to direct us.
And we are all trying so hard to find a signal. And it's going to be a long journey.
The remedy for heartbreak now, very, very, very strong pounded yam. Very, very strong. You always strong like Buhari hats.
What's wrong, Scooby?
My balls.
What is wrong with your balls?
You're always as curious as ever.
Did you bring us here to kill us?
Blood of Jesus Christ.
Another word, Becky.
Or else?
You are welcome to Next Life Island.
Life begins here at midnight. Jesus.
Hey, Scooby.
Indeed, trip.
Right, definitely is tripping.
I like the way the trip came in.
And I like the kind of comedic attachment to that.
Yes.
And I was surprised seeing him act in there because he looked so cool.
Calm
and
but
gentle.
Jackie too is calm.
Right? No,
Oh,
but at
she's
least
not.
well,
No, she's not. But I mean,
yeah,
every
when it
time
comes
you
to
see
her
her,
art,
she's very calm.
right.
But let me ask
mean,
you. You've
good
been on
to-
a couple of Yvonne Nelson's production,
Right.
And every time it's like Yvonne always levels up.
Yeah.
And we can attest to over the years the amazing things she's been doing for the industry. When you are working on a project, even from your angle, what do you think Yvonne always look out for in terms of having that diversity among even scenes, diversity amongst actors, characters? What do you think she looks out for, and what do you think she hopes to achieve?
Okay, Yvonne is a perfectionist. She knows what she wants, and like I say, she knows the money that goes into it. So let me use this word. She wouldn't produce any baller production.
Yeah.
So she knows what she's about.
Yeah.
She knows, she has worked with a couple of the casts before, so she knows their potential. Like me, for instance, this is like my first lead role in the movie. And then yes.
You were the lead.
Yes.
Wow.
One of the lead characters.
Yes.
We're 4. Myself, Zix, Hogan, and then Senna.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's all I can say. She's a perfectionist. She knows what she's looking for, and she's good at what she does.
Were you up for this particular challenge? I mean, most often when people are being cast, most of the burden is on the main characters. Did you feel that from the beginning?
Okay, so this movie was actually shot twice.
Okay.
Yes, the first one, for reasons I can't tell myself, unless Yvonne herself, yes. So I was already prepared because I had a fair idea of how the first shoot went. So the second one wasn't really challenging, apart from the mosquito bites, the sun, climbing of the mountains, kayaking alone on that Ada River. like back and forth to another island. Yeah,
it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy at all, especially with kayaking. I was scared. I thought I was about to die.
Really? Which one is that?
Kayaking alone on the boat.
Oh, hey,
interesting.
Like, it will be difficult.
Very. And that was my first time, so you can imagine.
And also, I think on your social media or somewhere, I on a particular video where you talk about you smoked a lot on this production.
A lot. I was
real
a
smoking,
smoker.
or it was just for,
no, it had to look real.
So you had to smoke for real.
Yes.
Wow.
It was real smoke.
Wow.
So what we go through. So
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. But then, Solomon, let me ask. Most of the times we tend to appreciate the final work, what we see. But behind the scenes, oftentimes we don't really get to appreciate it, to see how you guys go through a lot before getting there. For over the years, from your experience being in this movie industry, share with us some of the things that maybe if we see, we'll tend to even appreciate the movie more than even seeing the end product of what we be watching.
Okay, so technically there are 3 phases of the production. So you have the pre-production, you have production, which we call the principal photography, you have post-production, actually 4. Then you have promotion. So right from the casting stage to when the product is ready, it's an intense process because you tend to engage a lot of creative and it's capital intensive.
Exactly.
And a lot of people don't know. We fight. We can fight. We would disagree. Blood, sweat, and tears. But when we are done, the work is going to go on.
Yeah.
So when we are on set, let me take this opportunity to address it. A lot of people think that coming on set is a fun thing. No, it's not. So don't come on set and it's like, oh, Yvonne, let's take picture. No.
Hey.
Where is your script? Are you characterizing? Or you are just there to look at things and do video? No.
Take selfies.
Social media is becoming a canker when you go to set lately because everybody wants to be on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on set. It's coming. They want to flex around. But it's serious business. So Yvonne is not my friend. Jackie is not my friend. When we are filming, we will fight. When Yvonne messes up, I'll tell her. If I mess up, she'll tell me.
Yeah.
When it's done, we keep going. And it happened on the tripping set.
Right.
We fought. Because times when we are supposed to wake up at 4:30, meanwhile we close around 3 a.m., but we are supposed to wake up at 4:30. The cast, mentally, psychologically, physically, they are exhausted. But as a producer, I'm putting pressure on them.
Yeah.
They'll tell me rubbish, excuse me to say, I will also tell them rubbish. Because every time that we waste, money is burning. So that is the thing. We've had people who we bring on the set just to come and have an experience. Okay. And they are like, man, we need to appreciate you people.
Yeah.
Because the final
I would love to see behind the scenes, because I always talk about behind the scenes. I know when we go for break, the things that we say and we laugh, and then our director or producer will say, stand by, then we have to be prim and proper. Sometimes I feel if people really get to see the other side, we tend to really appreciate it.
Yes.
And for me also, I thought the producer would have the final say to be able to, more or less bring some sort of peace on the scene or within the scene. So if someone had their own say, definitely people will have their differences. But as the producer, I should be able to say this is this and that should be it.
Oh yes, you just need to be very resolute.
Okay.
Like make a very concrete point and move with it. Feelings will be hurt, and don't care to hurt people's feelings. When we finish, we address the issue. Okay. I hate it when there's too much kokonsa on set and they take the kokonsa away from the set. Because, this is show business. People are interested in the show, but they forget the business aspect. So when we come, I'll hurt your feelings based on business. But when we are done, let's address it. Yvonne practically called us Banku Brain on the set because we were delaying. Crew were delaying, cast were delaying. And money were going, she said it. And the people who understand the work laughed over it. The people who did not carried faces. But who cares? Let's get the job done.
Yeah. But, if producers are unable to stand on their feet and also are worried that they will not hurt people's feelings, is that not how we get the baller productions like what Jackline just mentioned?
Exactly. There is too much, excuse me to say, we call people legend, and people are beginning to abuse that legendary status we bestow on them. Because you say, oh, this person is a legend, this person has been in the production for, this person is a celebrity. So when they come on set, they tend to act like they are gods. And many a time, the producers also doesn't have a lot of control. They control how the set is supposed to be like. But no, when you are a producer and the person come on set, you've been paid. It's a working job, like all of us are paid here. So when you come on set, just do your job. And just when you are done, and go.
Speaking of that, I remember when YVONNE and Majid were here, I think last 2 years,
2 years ago.
Yes, that was The Men We Love.
Yes.
Or the Kotoka.
Kotoka.
Right.
Kotoka. I think, Kotoka. Valentine's Day, we said.
No, that's The Men We Love.
The Men We Love, okay.
Yes.
Which one did you shoot? Like, when YVONNE said when the plane was moving, he had to tell them. It was Kotoka, right. Yeah. Oh, okay. And Majid commended you very much for knowing when to be serious, to do what you have to do. I mean, when you started this opportunity of getting the opportunity to do movie, I'm thinking critics had their say because you were more on TikTok and you were doing other things. But then we asked Majid about how influencers really take certain things serious and how they're able to do it. Since you are here, I'm going to ask you, how are you able, you are flourishing, you are thriving your endeavor. On TikTok, you do your thing. Today I was watching the one you were in black, you had to paint yourself singing with something.
Yes.
Mama or something. And you are doing it so well. Now, I watch certain movies that you are in and you are also thriving. How are you able to juggle between the two? Make sure that you know when to do this at this time, you know when to get the script and make sure that you thrive in everything that you're doing. And whilst you're saying this, I want you to put certain advice that people have to learn how to do what you people are doing, know when to put the joking aside, know when to be serious, and know when to, let the job be done, as Solomon was talking about on set.
Right. As Solomon was also saying that some people feel like gods when they come on set because of their status and all of that. Well, on set, I almost cried because YVONNE cut me like 10 times for a particular scene when I felt I knew what I was doing. But then it was rubbish.
Okay.
But then I didn't take it to heart because it's what I want to do and I need to be corrected because that is not my major field. I am now learning. I have to embrace mistakes and also accept corrections. Right. So I think that was the first set. After doing that, the second set, she didn't have a problem with it because I had already learned. And TikTok is just me and my phone. Sometimes you have to play the role of a fool. Doesn't mean that you're a fool. Right? So I'm growing. I'm still growing in it. Sometimes, my people, please don't think you're there. You're there. Somebody is above you. You still have to learn. Some people are still there and they are still learning. It doesn't take anything away from your skin. It rather helps you to be very successful. And then, sometimes it helps you with connections. True. Because you did this.
It'll open another door for you.
YVONNE actually said she was going to grant a full interview about me because I didn't take anything personal on set.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
And,
so attitude counts.
I felt so happy about it.
Right.
So it doesn't mean I'm kissing ass or I'm there. It's just I know what I want and I know where I want to get.
Humility.
It's key. It's key. And it will definitely take you places. It's good to know. But tripping, finally, before what else are we to expect from this very movie coming on soon?
Okay, so we have a stellar cast. Myself, Jackline is there, Hogan, Sena, and there's also Zig Saloma, Irina Pare. There is Amanobia, there is YVONNE herself in the film. And it's premiering this Friday, this particular Easter Friday at the Silverbird Cinemas, Accra, 7 p.m. and also at Wager. People can get their ticket. It's selling for 600 cedis. So they can call the number 0544 310 140 to just make their ticket reservation. They can also
repeat the number again.
So 0544 310 140 and they can get their ticket. So they should come out this Friday. It's a movie made for them. So they should bring their school bags, they should bring their portmanteaus, they should bring their gari, their shit. It's a trip. They should bring their whatever, anything that they take on the trip, they should bring it and let's have fun.
So it would be a themed red carpet sort of.
I have just defined it right now.
Oh, yeah. I guess
very well noted. We'll be bringing our chobo salon as well.
Right.
Why not? Thank you very much, Jackline Mensah, and also to you, Solomon,
Thank you for having
for
us.
coming through. Right.